to have your child killed and not solved for 30 years, almost 30 years. She'll never rest in peace.
Decades after their loved one was murdered, an Iberia Parish family still searching for answers. Yolanda Broussard was murdered in Lydia in 1989, and all these years later, still no arrests. Jordan Lippincott talks to the victim's family in our top story.
Yolanda Broussard was murdered at her home in Iberia Parish. It happened on December 9th, 1989. Now, almost 30 years later, her family is still looking for answers.
She was 22 at the time, going on her 23rd birthday. And, you know, there was just so much more ahead that we had talked about and what she planned to do and, you know, moving life forward and whatever, and that's all been gone.
This is where what used to be Yolanda's home here on John Lewis Road in Lydia. Her daughter, who was 3 at the time, was home when her mother was murdered.
I feel like I remember some of before and a little after, but I know I witnessed what happened, but I don't have any memory of that event.
Yolanda's daughter, Seneca doesn't remember telling her grandmother about what happened.
She grabbed me around the legs and she started saying that somebody had choked her mom before she died.
That man was questioned by deputies, but when he was released, he was still considered a suspect. There hasn't been a single arrest in the case, something the family says is frustrating.
I just don't want her to be forgotten, because that's what it feels like after 30 years. It's the fear of that, you know, it'll be forgotten or it's not as important or significant, but it's still just as significant as it was when it happened.
In Iberia Parish, Jordan Lippincott, KATC TV3.
The case is being reviewed by the District Attorney's Office. If you have any information about this case, though, you're asked to call the Iberia Parish Sheriff's Office.